The following is a Christmas message by the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and Mrs. Patricia Minnis.
On one of our missions to Manoa Key after Hurricane Dorian, we held a town meeting with residents of the historic key, which is rich with so much beauty and history. Like many of the other Abaco keys, Abaco and much of Grand Bahama, Manoa Key was devastated by the worst hurricane in our history. They have lost so much. They have lost homes, businesses, infrastructure and vehicles. They have lost other material and personal possessions, like family photographs and heirlooms, that are being passed on from generation to generation. But there is something they have not lost, and that they will never lose. There is something no natural disaster can ever take away from them or from the Bahamian people. A writer once wrote, "What is essential is invisible to the eye." The residents of Manoa Key have not lost their faith, their community spirit, their love of neighbor and country. In the midst of the devastation and heartbreak, they have held on to their spirit of resilience. They have held on to the precious gift of hope, and they have held on strong to their spirit of generosity and fellowship. After the town hall meeting, it was time for lunch. They stayed right in the hall where the meeting was held. Out of seemingly nowhere, food began to appear. There was fried chicken, pans of macaroni, and a big pot of peas and rice. Like in the parable of the loaves and fish in the Gospel of St. Matthew, there was enough food for everyone. No one was going to be left out. This is also the truth of the kingdom of God, in which we are commanded to love one another through compassion, generosity, and fellowship.
In this same spirit, we are reminded of the miracle and the gift of life, and the love of God in the birth of Jesus Christ. As we once again celebrate Christmas, let us, like the residents of Manoa and like so many other Bahamians, join our hearts and spirits in fellowship. This is a season of sharing and generosity, especially showing our love and concern for those in need. This is a time to celebrate family and to reach out to those who may be in hospital or who may be suffering from ill health, those who need our presence, especially those who have lost loved ones. The gifts we give to each other are not mostly those wrapped and under a Christmas tree. The greater gifts we give are love, hope, encouragement, the gift of peace, and so many other gifts that are essential and that may be invisible to the eye. Let us especially remember in our hearts, in our prayers, and in our generosity those affected by Hurricane Dorian, as well as others in need throughout our country.
We also remember at the end of the year all of those who give so much year-round. On behalf of the government of the Bahamas, I thank all public officers, including teachers, nurses, doctors, and healthcare professionals, for all that you do throughout the year. I thank also members of the uniformed branches, including the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the Corrections Department, the Immigration Department, and the Customs Department, who serve and protect us day and night, often with tremendous courage and sacrifice. This greeting extends also to the families of public officers and the families of members of the uniformed branches, especially those who are on duty during the holiday season. My special greeting go out to all the families in Galani. Thank you for your continued support. To all Bahamians and residents, please be safe and vigilant. Please exercise caution in driving to ensure the safety of others as well as your own.
On behalf of our family, we extend to you and your family a blessed and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
May God bless you all, and may God bless our Bahamas. Thank you.
The proceeding was a Christmas message by the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and Mrs. Patricia Minnis.